Well, hello again, everybody. It's James Burgess, the author of Chaos, How Business Leaders Can Master the Power of Focus. And I'm delighted to welcome you back to our home study course for business planning, Focus Yourself, a 7-module program. And we're going to get to Module 1 right away. But I do want to go back to the introductory video and just say again that unfortunately there is nothing, absolutely nothing I can do to stop you from, well, frankly, just bailing out anytime through the course of these 7 modules that you decide to. Absolutely nothing I can do. You're in control of that decision. But if you want a better business plan, a more controlled business plan, a more fulfilling business or department, association, charity, or other not-for-profit, then you have to stick to this. Do the learning, complete the assignments, and you will have an amazing plan for the future and all the tools necessary to keep it current and dynamic. With that, let's now delve into module number 1, because I just can't wait to take you through this process to get you your best practice business plan. In this module, we're going to do some baseline understanding of business planning. So you don't have anything to do except sit back and take some notes. I'm going to put you to work starting in module 2. What I'm going to provide you in this module is my perspective on why business leaders of any sort generally don't engage in business planning successfully, identify why business planning is nonetheless important, and discuss how, as a process, it's been broken. As I say, we need this common foundation to then leverage off of together to create your best practice business plans. So let's get going. But I want to start with a video I created to give you my perspective on why business planning is important. So sit back and enjoy this short video. Okay, welcome back. So that video is meant to give you the perspective that there are interconnections of all the systems within your business. Employee satisfaction leads to customer satisfaction, leads to revenue. And if you're always down in your business, in the forest, you can't see these interconnections and manage them and look out to the future effectively. You have to get to the elevator, sorry, not the elevator, to the helicopter level to look out over your business to see all of these interconnections and manage your business more effectively. I get asked a lot, why'd you call the book Chaos? And so I just want to share this idea with you for just a moment. What is chaos? Is chaos not enough hands and feet to do the job? Is it an inbox at our jobs and our businesses that are just never empty? Well, in fact, chaos is a condition or place of great disorder or confusion. In fact, it's defined as just the opposite of order, and I have yet to meet a business owner that can honestly say their organization or business is in complete order, and therefore it must be in chaos. Now, I do not suggest that to conquer chaos you need a business plan. Certainly not a big business plan. In fact, what you need to conquer the chaos is a culture of sustainable business planning. That's the key, and that's what I'm going to give you through the course of this program, is the ability to build a culture within your business of sustainable business planning. And at the core of it all is this idea of get it down, then get it right. I do want you to do some homework, not homework, but do something right now. I want you to write this down. Pen and paper, big bold letters, get it down, then get it right. Business planning isn't a task, it's a process. Okay? This is not some mental tick mark you put in a mental box that says, now that my plan is done, I'm done with business planning. Nothing could be a bigger waste of time than taking that approach. It is a process of continually amending and updating and making it a living, breathing, dynamic process. Getting it down, get started, and then get it right, perfecting it. We do plan. Boy, some of us really plan. We plan for our vacations. We plan for our retirements. We plan for our children's education, but we fail to plan the very cash flow that fulfills those personal plans, those personal dreams. Well, we actually fail to business plan, obviously, and I just don't understand how we can do all this personal planning and not plan that cash flow to fulfill them. I believe, in fact, that there are 5 reasons why we fail to engage in business planning. I suspect you may not even know what a business plan is. You look on the internet and there's all kinds of definitions. I'm going to give you a definitive answer over the course of these modules that is fast and easy to get your business plan done. You've likely experienced or heard from somebody else that a business plan takes too long. Well, let me put it right here to you. No, it doesn't. Reason number 3, you may not even be sure who the business plan is for. Most people think it's for their banker when they want a loan. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. The business plan is for your purposes, for you to define the future you want to get to, the parameters within which you're going to make that happen, and set the guideposts to celebrate the successes along the way. If a banker needs it, adapt it for their purposes. Reason number 4, sustainability. As I said, most business planning is spoken of more as a task. And if you treat it like a task, it will become just a task, and you'll never sustain the program because you will always have that mental tick mark that says my plan is done and never go back to it. I'm going to share with you the 8 secrets to sustainable business planning. Reason number 5, and my absolute favorite, and I laugh every time I see this, is my business plan is in my head. Let me address this, if I might, with some images. You'll recognize this as being the Mona Lisa. Rhetorical question: where would society be today if Leonardo da Vinci had kept the image of the Mona Lisa in his head? Where would society be today if all of the images now captured on the Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo had been kept in his head? And just because it's been a part of pulp culture for the last 60 years, where would society be if Ray Bloom and Bob Montana had kept the images of Archie and the gang in their head? The point I make here with these 3 images being just 3 of hundreds of millions of pictures and artwork and sculptures and buildings, and in fact anything that is real, is that nothing is real until it can be shared. So until we understand the source of telepathy and access it as a communication tool, a business plan in the head is simply no business plan at all. So why do we do it? Why do we keep our business plans in our head? Well, I think it's for 2 reasons. One is the fear of accountability, to have to actually do something, and I'll talk about that later in the modules. But secondly, I think it's the fear of failure. If I never write it down, if I never show it to anyone else, then perhaps I haven't really failed. If failure is your mindset, but then you also have nothing to celebrate, which should be your mindset. You do not create a business plan because with the intent that it sets you up for failure, as many people think. No, it sets you up to celebrate, and that's a mental mind shift I want you to make right now, is that your business plan sets you up for success and celebration. Business planning is important. It's extremely important, and I'm going to get to the 5 reasons in just a second, but I want to stop for a moment again, show you another video. So sit back and listen to Tom Peters for just a moment.
The number 1 trouble with enterprises, small or large, is too much talk, too little do. Now, as you know, we have this one remarkable institution in the United States, the ultimate oxymoron, a profitable airline. It's called Southwest. Herb Kelleher, the Chief Executive Officer of Southwest, and I agree on the essence of a strategic plan. And I love these words of Herb's. We have a strategic plan. It's called doing things. And literally, as I said, it was number 1 on my list 22 years ago. It's number 1 on my list today. Fail forward fast. No screw-ups, no learning. It's as simple as that. No fast screw-ups, no fast learning, no big screw-ups, no big learning. Now, on my major slide deck at my website, there's some 1,200 slides. By definition, one of them has got to be my favorite. And this next one is my favorite of the 1,200, even though I'm using it relatively early in the presentation. Comes from a Sydney, Australia exec, an extremely successful one at that, who said that he owed most of his business success to a simple 6-word philosophy: reward excellent failures, punish mediocre successes. And now I think this is a great quote, but my goal relative to you is not to have you say, nice quote, Tom, but to take it literally seriously.
Okay, welcome back. There's just a couple of key notes there. Southwest Airlines, we have a plan. It's called doing things. Well, that's right. I believe they still have a plan, but the key to having a business plan is you have to do something with it. You have to engage in it. You have to implement it. And we'll share that with you in Module 6 with action plans. The second piece that I think is fantastic is this idea that failure is okay. Reward excellent failures, punish mediocre success. Don't sit on the fence making decisions. You will make mistakes. It's okay. Learn from those mistakes. That's called experience. Don't let them reoccur from the learning, and then go forward from those mistakes, and only reward yourself when you do incredible work, because a mediocre week just doesn't define success. Okay, so what are the 5 reasons then for that you need to be business planning? Well, I want you to business plan because I want you to connect with clarifying and achieving the future that you believe in. I want you to make better quality decisions, and you will. Nobody ever argues that you don't make better quality decisions when you have a business plan. I want you to focus on the right priorities, and you will with this roadmap or this highway to success. You will set expectations along the way that will be work you need to do, that will be the right priorities to advance your business rather than always just being busy in your business. I want you to be a great strategist, and you will become a great strategist. Right now you're a fantastic tactician. Learn from the day-to-day operation of your business, but you need to get to that helicopter level above the trees and understand how to be a strategist to define the future for your business and the systems you need to be more successful. I wish I had more time to delve into this because it really is a powerful place, but I'll save it for Module 5, I think it is, when we talk about strategies. And reason number 5, wouldn't you want to build a business based on continuous improvement? You have to engage in continuous improvement, because if you don't, your business is in decline, because there is no place in business for an experience of status quo. If you think everything is okay and you're doing the same old, your competitors aren't. They're coming after you. They're going to steal your market share. So if you're not continuously improving, and think you're standing still, you're actually in decline. It just hasn't shown up in your financial results yet. So business planning will give you the opportunity to continuously improve your business. But it isn't entirely your fault that you don't have a business plan. Business planning has been broken by everybody that says it needs to be big. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, even I've seen a recommendation that your business plan must be 50 pages long, and it was because of it was by a consultant. Consultants specifically, they have to create a big plan for you because they're charging you a lot of money, and if you write a check for $25,000, you expect a big report back to justify the check. In fact, what you should want is a management system that can be simply applied and keep you nimble and in a planned environment on an ongoing basis. So you're paying for the wrong thing, and you're getting what you think you should get, and it's the wrong, and what you think you should get is incorrect. And do-it-yourself business planning is okay, except that you will never look into the mirror, which is what a do-it-yourself plan is. You look in the mirror and all you see is yourself. It will never make you successful enough, because you will never create a business plan that creates a gut wrench of concern that you may not know exactly how to implement, or you may have to do things to get to where you want to get to that you hadn't thought about or are prepared to do. But identifying it at least because a third party has given you some advice, is a very powerful undertaking. So it has been broken, but I'm not letting you off the hook, because some plan would have been better than no plan at all. But I'm again going to give you the definitive answer of a best practice business plan that is fast, easy, sustainable, and absolutely practical. But that's going to come in the future, because I'm going to show you in modules 2 through 6 that business planning is easy and it's fast. So as a next steps, as we wind up Module 1 here with this baseline of understanding is we will get into the 5 secrets to effective business planning, and you will start to do work. But first, coming to you by way of email very shortly is your workbook. I want you to review that workbook. Just read through it, become acquainted with the terminology so that we're connected throughout the process of going through these modules. And as I say, in Module 2, you will start to build your vision statement, and that's going to be a very exciting process. So what I want you to do now is review this video a couple of times to create a concrete perspective of where business planning has been so that you're ready to travel with me down a completely new approach that will be successful for you and easy and fast to implement. We'll see you on the other side of Module 2 coming up shortly, and watch for your workbook. Bye for now.